Tonight's a night when witches and warlocks are aboard and more than one scary monster hits the sidewalks. There's one guy who's made a career out of creating creepy creatures for movies, and he's just opened an exhibition in Sydney. The ABC's Anna-Marie Nicholson has more.
Meet Gilman. He's the newest monster on the block, one that his creator, John Cox, hopes will scare the daylights out of moviegoers.
Getting the scare is an adrenaline rush. It exorcises some of the fears we might have about what's out in the dark. Working these things out inside a safe movie house, I think, is pretty good psychotherapy.
Like most boys, John Cox was mad about monsters as a child, and he's never grown out of it.
I see.
I've always been fascinated with them. I think ever since seeing the original King Kong, Jason and the Argonauts, Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, those types of films are the films that I grew up with.
In fact, he's made animatronics his profession, leading a team of 30 artists and technicians at his Gold Coast studio. He won an Oscar for special effects in Babe, but it hasn't all been plain sailing. His pride and joy, a giant crocodile built for the movie Peter Pan, never made it into the film because of budget restraints. But the less than scary Inspector Gadget did make it to the big screen. While a wild imagination is useful in the monster-making business, John Cox says his main inspiration is nature itself. Real-life species from the Australian Museum's collection clearly back this up.
Any time we get a creature and an animal to make, we go back to all of the reference we can find on anatomy, and then we try and bring all of those similarities together and make them work into a make-believe creature.
The exhibition will be at the Australian Museum until March and then travel to other capital cities.
Monday night television currently belongs to one show, Desperate Housewives.
Yes, so if you really are a Desperate fan, we're running a competition this week in which you can win the new Desperate Housewives Dirty Laundry board game, the soundtrack CD and some other goodies too, like T-shirts and other mitts. You just have to go to the Headliners mini site at tvnz.co.nz and answer the real simple question by noon on Friday. And we'll get to the bottom of the mystery and announce the winners on Friday's show, so good luck.
There's been plenty of desperation, drama and tragedy over the past week on our favourite soaps. First off, Shortland Street deals with the death of a favourite cast member. Here's Ruani Pereira with the Soap Watch Roundup.
Starting with Shortland Street, it's the day of the charity car rally and tragedy strikes the Ferndale community.
Wasn't that the turn-off? No. Hey, was it Weinstein? Oi, navigator.
Are you all right?
Huh?
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing, just a bird. Hey? The fan's out there. Bro, if this is some kind of joke, it's not funny. See there?
Must have been something else.
See, there it is, there. Hey, it's coming straight for us. What? Someone look out!
Wow, it's the most dramatic exit from the street that we've seen since the evil Dom left our screens.
Charge again, 360.
Clear. He's in assisted.
What are you doing? Keep begging. Mark, I'm calling you. No, you're not. I'll get the bloody drugs myself. Mark, it's over, okay?
God!
I'm calling it.
No!
The time of death? It's 14:16.
On Cora Street, the age difference between Martin and Katie is blatantly obvious, and the news that the bulk of Martin's life insurance going to his girlfriend 18 years younger isn't well received.
Oh. Hey! What are you doing?
Picking a fight. You want to pick a fight with someone? Pick a fight with me!
Yeah, well, stop it!
Why? You think it's about time?
Sarah, I mean it! Have we got to go through this again? How many times have I told you? I love Katie!
Be watching this week when one of our best loved characters receives some heartbreaking news. Can't wait for the storyline to take off. Meanwhile, on Desperate Housewives, we see one of the most real scenes of the series so far, when Matt tells Lynette about his promotion.
I know what this means to you.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I am 41 years old. If I don't make vice president now, it's never going to happen. This is my career. It's important to me.
So is mine. But I'm here, aren't I?
I'm going to take the job.
Also, Susan finally loses some of her clingy desperation and dumps Mike after she finds out about his dodgy past.
Susan, I came to Wisteria Lane.
Stop, Mike. Just stop. If you keep talking,
You're gonna work your way into my heart. And I just don't want you anywhere near my heart.
Can she hold out? We'll have to wait and see. Catch you next week.
Now, we're not finished with the ghosts and ghouls just yet.
Indeed, so can we start the music and maybe dim the lights again? That'd be nice. A couple more things that scary movies have taught us. Okay, for example, if your companions all of a sudden start developing some sort of liking to maybe hissing, they start loving having blood around them, they get hairy real fast, their eyes go yellow, just run away. They're not your friends any longer, just keep running. And if you are running away from something, just know that when you get to your car, no matter how reliable your car always is, you'll always turn the key at least 7 times before the bloody thing will start.
That's very true. And
Exactly.
what's wrong with turning the light on? They always run out in the dark.
If it's dark, turn the light on.
Now, just after the break, 2 crotchety old Muppets rate their scariest 3 movies of all time. And more scare tactics. A makeup expert shows how to transform your little angel into a right little monster for Halloween.
Afraid most of the time my only purpose is to try and make people laugh.
I'm gonna give you a damn good thrashing!
A taste of what audiences can expect from John Cleese.